Mr. Fletcher, do you believe there are any circumstances under which you or your followers can take the law into their own hands? All right, Mr. Johnson?
I'd say there'll only be two occasions. First one is if, once again, if you come into somebody's house, shoot.
Without a warrant and without reasonable cause.
Without a warrant, without a reasonable cause. And it would be awfully nice if they came in the house with the warrant. It would be nice if they would knock politely. But other than that, I don't see a reason for using any kind of force to justify your actions. And of course, once again, you suspend the Constitution. Then for that reason, I don't have to recognize anybody in federal law enforcement. If we're invaded for some reason and our government's overthrown by a foreign power, we're going to have to take the law into our own hands to save it.
Mr. Olson, Johnson?
Yeah, first it's a question about blowing up a building.
Are there any circumstances under which an individual is justified to blow up any building? After
you've evacuated it and you wanted to cover up the evidence. Other than that, let me talk about the racist aspect now. It's getting old. I'm getting real tired of being called a Klan member. I'm getting tired of being called a member of the Aryan Nations group. I spoke 2 weeks ago down to Lincoln Memorial along with 2 other black people and the Jews for the Preservation of Firearms, and I believe there was somebody else Jewish who helped organize it, and the reports came out that a racist, anti-Semitic militia group held a rally on the Lincoln Memorial. Are these people blind, or is there an agenda afoot here? Okay? There are more black people showing up every day. A lot of the things that these people sit around in these meetings, these so-called right-wing wackos, and talk about, happen daily in black communities. And black communities know this. The first people concerned seriously about neighborhood house-to-house searches and seizures were over in Chicago. They were black. Good grief, almost half the people in Waco who got killed were black. This movement isn't about guns and skin color. It's about liberty. It's about freedom. Amen. The same kind of legislation we're seeing coming down on everybody now came down on blacks just after the Civil War. That's why they're getting involved in this thing. And it's going to come eventually to somebody, as you keep ignoring us and saying, well, these guys are just a bunch of angry white men. Well,
pardon me for interrupting, but they have started the vote now, so we're going to have to conclude in just a few minutes.
Okay.